Welcome, fellow Biafrans and viewers across the world, to this platform, Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a place where we bring information that has to do with the Biafran government, information coming directly from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic Government in Exile, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. I am going to share with you on today's program one of the greatest exposition of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa that ended the IPOB Nigeria and their leader Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I want to share that broadcast. It is important. The evil of the IPOB Nigeria, we must not forget. Keep it in memory. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to watch this program. This is one of the massive exposition that ended them and ended them forever. Let's watch and hear from the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra.
To follow this road. Do you know that Ejiofor was the one that left first? Mbochi and other four men followed Ejiofor. Immediately Ejiofor drive just two poles from Madubugo's house. Ejiofor used speed and drive, boom. The next thing was armored tank, the military armored tank. When they have seen that Ejiofor, because they were communicating with them, they see that Ejiofor has passed with speed. The next thing the military did was to drive their armored tank straight on the road and block the road. Mbochi, with his car, they came straight and it was too late. They hit the armor tank. Boom! What the military did, they came out and opened fire on Mbochi. That hefty man, they pumped bullet inside his body. He died at the spot. They killed other two men with him. They killed them. Ejiofor and also mission accomplished. But you know, nothing is hidden under the sun. And when he hears Ejiofor and also bam, that was how they eliminated Mbochoya Kogbuwea. And so if you are an IPOB member who knows deep about the Eastern Security Network, you must know Mbochoya. Today, you don't know that he has been killed. Mbochoya was killed by Ejiofor and Madubugo. That man, his lifeless body was lying on the road. By Ejiofor. Now tell me, what else do you want to know? That when I make exposition, you may not see it that time, oh, but don't worry. Follow the event as they unfold. You are going to know that I am speaking from the God's mouth. They killed Mbochoya. So I'm talking to you today. A lot of people do not know that Mbochoya have been killed by Ejiofor and Madubugo in order to eliminate everything that has to do with the Eastern Security Network. After that, I seen the Eastern Security Network had to go. That was the reason they begin to fight anybody that pick phone of Simon Ekpa from ESN. They say, if anybody picks Simon Ekpa phone from ESN, cut his head. Chira Sanworu said it. I played the audio here. Do you know how many people they have killed for just speaking with Simon Ekpa on the phone? You do not know. Aro emego. Ndarorala. But God is using us to sanctify the land. Somebody will be killed because he mentioned Simon Ekpa. He did not steal anybody's something. He did not kidnap people. He did not do any evil. Just that you speak with Simon Ekpa, kill him. The order was given. China Sanworu said it. You all listening to when I played the audio of China Sanworu saying it. Anybody that talks to Simon Ekpa, kill him. And God will use us. When they killed Mbochoya, they thought ESN is gone. We rescue them. Today, this is where we are. Ejiofor is not yet backing down. He is still struggling because everything he planned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra has failed. Everything failed. So what you see them doing now is confusion. They are confused. They don't know what to do. That is why somebody like Madubugo will be writing rubbish on social media. Oh, Simon Ekpa is not a leader. He's a insecure leader. I don't know when he began to call me leader. I thought he said I'm not a leader. I saw what he posted. Somebody sent it to me. Oh, Madubugo, say Simon Ekpa is insecure leader. He is surrounded with himself with people that OES people. Why Chika Idoziaha is the leader who surrounded himself with people who these are losers. These are losers. I'm going to Ayabaya Shinafo. When we are going to catch him, Ayabaya Shinafo, because one day he's going to pay for the evil he did in our land, including his involvement in killing Mbuchi. You know, people don't know how this Mbuchi thing pains me, and of course, it is even more than personal. Somebody who did nothing wrong. Everybody come and take oath that you are going to watch each other's back. Yet, you kill the person. And I see, I told them, all those how many of you today are still talking about Biafra? Have you not betrayed the Anyway, this particular broadcast have a little bit deviated from what I'm about to do.
To then start comprehending the concept or the ideology that drives the insanity that is Boko Haram. In the north, you have the areas you call the Mohammedan Emirates of the North. These are people who are predominantly, by ancient culture and tradition, Islamic. They are Hausa, Fulani people. In the west, coming down near Lagos, you have the Yoruba people, and in the east you have the Biafran people. Now, the Hausa Fulani people, we are told by the British that they have the right to rule in perpetuity Nigeria. The British in 1953 and 57 were involved in a massive fraud to rig the census results. In other words, they skewed the numbers to always favor the Hausa Fulani people that they may remain in power. And the reason for that is that the British is scared that Biafran people, especially the Igbos, are somehow human, that we can think properly. And we have the oil. The oil wells the reserves, everything is where we come from.
In Biafra.
And the British couldn't retain or sustain their colonial presence in Africa because the USA asked them to leave. So what they now did is to take the control of the oil, hand it over to a group of people they think they can manipulate very easily. That's all. That's what has happened. And now they now believe that they have the right to rule. Unfortunately for them, President Goodluck Jonathan, the incumbent, emerged out of circumstances that could be described as somehow mysterious. He came up as the president, and now they don't like it. 3 people funded Boko Haram. The ex-president, head of state Buhari, another ex-head of state, Hausa Fulani Islamic person called Babangida, another vice president, Atiku Abubakar. They consciously went out to fund Boko Haram because Buhari said after Jonathan won the 2011 elections that I will make the country ungovernable. He said it openly. And they went ahead to do it by killing poor, defenseless Biafran Christians, because they know that Christians around the world will not come to our rescue.
Yeah.
They also know that no other people will come to our rescue because they don't want us to emerge as a people. That's a problem.
Yeah. So the British don't want you to emerge as a people.
No.
Aha.
That's a problem.
It's a huge problem.
Massive. But this time around, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
I'm sure the British didn't want the USA to emerge either.
No.
Whether they like it or not, we shall emerge.
Yeah.
or everything else there will die.
It'll have to. I mean,
Yes.
it's one or the other at this point.
One thing has to happen. Either we have Biafra or we all die. There's no going back this time around. There'll be no exile, no running away. That is our land. We've lived there for thousands of years. That's where we were born. That's where we'll die.
Yeah. Are you all willing to go back and be there?
At the drop of a heart, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We'll go there.
And obviously loved ones are there. And
they're there. My parents are there.
Yeah.
My loved ones are there.
Yeah.
And it's a land we've been in for, as I said,
thousands of years. And a history and a rich culture and a vibrant way of life that has literally been
obliterated.
Yeah.
You go to the book of Leviticus. 80% of what you have in the book of Leviticus occurs where I come from. 80%. 80%.
The Levitical law.
Everything. It wasn't us. I strongly believe, this is my hypothesis. Of course, I've not. Of course, I hold on to it very strongly. As soon as the British discovered in the late 18th century, because the same Hausa Fulani people in Zamfara told them, I think I have the map somewhere in London, that across that river lies what they believe to be part of the lost tribe of Israel. All hell broke loose. Yeah. There was then a very systematic and deliberate policy to obliterate our history. The British first said that the Igbos don't have any history. First of all, they removed the name Biafra, which was exactly the name they used to go into treaties with us. They use, you see there clearly written, the chiefs of Ishekiri and Biafra. They then quietly took that away to now only take a component of that, one clan alone, which is Igbo. Because in Biafra, you have the Idoma, you have the Igbo, you have the Bibio, you have the Efik, you have the Izon people, which they call Ijo, you have the Shekiri, you have the Robo, and some parts of Igala.
Wow.
These are the 7 people that make up, these are the 7 tribes that make up Biafra land. The British came, then isolated all the rest, those of our cousins around us, and focused their attention on us. But there's one good thing about it, is that in their amalgamation document that they produced in 1904 or thereabout, which I still have, they made reference, the very first time a European is referring to an African race as great. Yes, the man said the great Igbo race across the Niger. And that speaks volumes.